Hi my rose petals, so I'm back with another video. I've been getting a lot of requests for interview makeup or office appropriate makeup, more like daytime appropriate makeup featuring a little bit of color. So I figured I would turn the camera on. I was trying out a whole bunch of Jouer cosmetics. I actually got to meet the owner of Jouer and she was so sweet. This look is super simple looking, but I did use a lot of products just because I was trying them out as I went along. So I'm warning you, this is a long video and I'm also trying out a lot of products, but you don't need all of those products to achieve this look. I don't want this intro to be really long because the video is already long, and at the end of the video I tell you guys how I feel about the products, what I recommend you guys get, and what I would skip. This look is super natural and neutral, but it still has a little bit of color because the eyelids are olive. So I tried to incorporate a little bit of color for those who are just trying to venture off into color without looking like a clown or without looking too bright for the office or for an interview or for school or for like a daytime date or brunch. I feel like this look is very daytime appropriate, but you could wear it at night as well. So enough of me rambling. If you'd like to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. So let's get started. I don't have a primer that's Jouer, so I'm just applying some MAC Skin Radiance Primer because my skin is super dry right now. So I'm also going to spray myself with some Fix Plus. That instantly hydrates the skin. This is probably one of my favorite lip balms at the moment. It's the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer. I love it. I've already gone through one tube, so I already have a backup ready on deck because I love that stuff. And I am going to start with foundation. I'm going to use the Jouer Air Flash foundation today. Oh, the lip balm is really hydrating, but it looks really like white when you first put it on. It also kind of plumps your lips, but it does have like a white ring if you put a little too much like me, but that's okay. It's just to moisturize. We're going to take it off later. So this foundation is in the shade 300. Some people spray it onto their face, some people spray it onto their beauty blender, some people spray it on their hands. A lot of people also use a stippling brush with this, but I like sponges, so that's just what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna spray, okay. So I sprayed some onto my hands, and I'm gonna go ahead and work quickly. I don't really like this hand technique. I think I prefer spraying the foundation really close to my skin. And then blending it out like that. I'm pressing the foundation in. I don't know what it is, but my room never gets enough light, even with all the lights that I have on. I have a ring light, a softbox right here. I have my vanity lights on. I have another light in the back on, but I know what I'm missing. It's another softbox light, but there's no room in my room to put a softbox light just facing that, because then you would see it. Before I had the camera facing more of that, like the rose painting, and not this. And I think I'm gonna have to go back to that because I need more lighting. I'm not satisfied with my lighting at all. Here in New York, we don't really get much sunlight, so I'm gonna use the Jouer Cream Eyeshadow Crayon in the shade Venetian as a base. And it's a really nice, pretty, like olivey color. And I'm gonna just apply this all over my eyelid. These crayons are so pigmented. Just swatching them when I first got them, I already knew that I was going to love these because they're so pigmented. I didn't even know that these brushes came apart. This little set is a 2-in-1 brush set, and I think it was like a travel brush set. So I'm going to use this little guy to just blend that out a little. They're pretty short to begin with, but you also get 2-in-1, so they're literally perfect for travel. Today we're not following any rules. So I'm going to actually use a bronzer for my crease color, and this is their Perfect Tan Mineral Powder Bronzer. This kind of reminds me of Uninterrupted by MAC, but not as camel-y. It's kind of just a browner version of it. So I'm just placing this right on top in that crease area, and I'm using my own brush. I'm just going to keep blending this. Coco's confused. He just opened my door, but then he left. So these are all eyeshadows, and you can connect them and disconnect them, which is pretty awesome. Also great for traveling, and they just look really cute when you have them like this. So I'm going to use this shade right here, which is called Pistachio. It's a really nice, pretty olive green. It does have some shimmer, and I'm just going to pack that right on top to really intensify this. This color is so gorgeous, especially with that base. I'm going to go ahead and use another one of these crayons, and this is in the shade Serene. This reminds me a lot of the Laura Mercier shadow stick, like the crayon, and also the Marc Jacobs ones, but it doesn't have like that cool sensation, that cooling sensation. So I'm just going to pop that into the inner corner. Now I'm going to take one of these Longwear Cream Mousse eyeshadows in the shade North Star. It reminds me a lot of ColourPop Tassel. It's a cream mousse shadow, so it has a really nice bounce to it, and I'm just going to apply that right on top of that other shadow just to give it a little bit more of a sparkle and pop. I'm gonna fill in my brows, and I'm not gonna go too crazy today. I have to get my eyebrows done so badly after this because they're getting a little crazy and like the shape is getting a little crazy, so I'm just gonna fill them in lightly. I love this Hourglass pencil. Like, it is just so amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love like a clean defined brow, but sometimes you just want to go a little bit more natural, and I feel like the Brow Wiz doesn't let me do that, so I prefer this pencil sometimes. I'm not sure if my Sephora has the brow definer yet, but I'm gonna go check that out because I want to pick that up. The brow definer looks a lot like this one, the Hourglass, as far as the shape of the actual pencil, but from what I've seen, the brow definer does give you a less natural look as opposed to this one. And I think it's because of the formula. This one, once you apply it, it just looks like hair. I feel like this pencil just turns into a powder once it's applied, and I feel like that looks a lot more natural as opposed to just seeing the lines and seeing where you applied the pencil. This one gives you a lot of fullness, which I really like. So I'm using the shade Soft Brown. I'm gonna apply some mascara. I don't have a Jouer mascara, so sorry. But I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic. I know you guys are waiting for an eyelash extension video, but as you can see, I don't have much natural lashes left. If you guys remember my old lashes, you'd know that they're a lot shorter now. That's what happens when you get eyelash extensions. They don't completely ruin them. I still have a lot of lashes, but they're a lot shorter. That's probably because my real lashes fell out, and then these are like new growth, because my lashes grow pretty quickly. When I was younger, I guess I thought that if I cut my eyelashes, they would grow back really fast, but they actually did grow back really fast. I always remembered getting like a trim on my hair, and I remember them telling me it's gonna help your hair grow, so that's probably why I went and just cut them off, but they actually did grow back. I love having naturally long lashes because sometimes I just throw on mascara. So these lashes are very short for me because I had them pretty long. So I'm not going to be going in with mink lashes today. I'm going to be using Salon Perfect lashes. I got so used to wearing really dramatic lashes. Did you guys notice that they changed the House of Lashes glue packaging? It's like a lighter pink. It does feel thinner to me, the actual bottle, like the tube of glue, but I don't think that changed. It's just the color that makes it look slimmer. I feel like the bright pink was pretty, but they want to do something a little bit like classier, a little more muted, discreet. So, and this is my all-time favorite glue. I can't talk today. What's new? I don't know what it is, but every time the camera's on, I'm just like mumbo jumbo with my words, but it's been a lot lately. I feel like something's weird on how I pronounce words because I don't think it's lisp, because people with lisps say strawberries instead of strawberries. I think I enunciate my S's too much, so it's like, but it's not a lisp because lisps are like, and I don't do that, okay? For everyone who's saying that I have a lisp. I don't have a lisp. I'm going to take this color right here. It's an eyeshadow. It's called Cappuccino. This brush is probably Sigma, but the name rubbed off. But I'm going to just press that Cappuccino color right next to my lash line. Thought it was going to be a bit darker, but it's not. So I'm going to pop on these lashes, and I will have a video all about like false lashes and tips and tricks on how to apply them easier. I used to use tweezers, and I mean I could still get them on with tweezers, but I don't like it. I've tried a couple of lash applicators, but my favorite is the MAC one. Don't you hate when your glue gets on like the bottom lashes and then your top and bottom lashes are like stuck together for a second? I hate that. Kind of freeballing it right now because I'm not too close to my mirror. Usually I get pretty close to apply lashes. I don't even have eyeliner on, so this is pretty ballsy of me because it's going to be very noticeable if they're not perfect because I don't have any eyeliner. These lashes have a clear band, so they're a little more forgiving if they're not perfect, but you still want them as close as possible to the lash line. I'm going to use this little baby NARS concealer. I thought it was so cute. I picked it up at Sephora at the little checkout section. I wasn't going to get it, but Charlene made me do it. And it's in the color Custard, of course, because that's the shade everyone uses. I do like the shade Vanilla, but I got this one in Custard. I love applying concealer like all the way onto my nose because I have a really wide nose up at the top. I hate having a wide nose up at the top because it's really hard to contour my nose without making it look bigger. This concealer is drying, so I don't really recommend it for people with dry skin like me. I couldn't resist this little baby. Are you guys going to IMATS New York? You guys better go to IMATS New York. Like seriously, you better go. I'm going Sunday to IMATS. Saturday already sold out. Anyone who lives in Long Island, New Jersey, PA, you guys better come, okay? So you guys have a chance now to go to IMATS because Sunday tickets are still available. This is their sheer matte powder and bronzer duo, and I'm gonna try setting my under eye and see how this goes. Okay, no, this color is too dark for my under eyes, so I'm gonna use the Givenchy matte translucent powder, and I'm just going to set my under eye. Whenever I have hairs, like eyebrow hairs, shouldn't be there, I feel like my eyeshadow always comes out really messy. But we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep rolling with it. That's better. So I'm gonna conceal my brows, because you already know I have to conceal my brows. Even when I'm going for a natural look, if my brows are not done, I have to conceal them. So yeah, I feel like people look down on concealing brows because it's like Instagram brows. I think it was Wayne. Is it Wayne? I forgot who said it, but they were like, concealing brows has got to go. But mama got so much hair under there that we gotta conceal because I have like so much unnecessary hair there. I always feel ratchet when concealing my brows, and I don't want to feel ratchet because it's not ratchet. I feel like the only time it's ratchet is if you like visibly see the concealer, you know, like if you use a concealer that's way too light. But other than that, I don't think it's ratchet. I don't use a concealer that's way too light. I use NC25 or NC20 sometimes. I like my brows to look clean but still natural. Get my drift? I'm obsessed with these lashes. I don't really have a black, but I have like this navy color, and I think it'll do just to kind of fill in that lash line up there. My eyes are like bugging out right now. That's like a cream shadow and it's not an eyeliner. It'll go away, I hope. Okay, so my eyes are like bugging out. So my eyes are kind of like blinky right now. Blinky, is blinky a word? We just made it a word. Taking the color Caramel. It's another eyeshadow, and it's like a gold color. I feel like I didn't really like the silver with the green, so I'm just placing this one, which is like more of a gold. And this is a Real Techniques brush. Then I'm taking this light shade, which is called Lace. I'm gonna apply this on my brow bone. I feel like shimmers would just accentuate the fact that I need to get my brows done, so I'm going with a matte shade on the brow bone. Okay, so I'm going to contour my cheek a little bit using the, I keep forgetting the name of this, Sheer Matte Powder and Bronzer Duo, and I'm taking a Morphe E46, which is like this really small angled brush. We're going for a natural look, but still want a little bit of definition on the cheeks. I'm bringing this a little bit higher just to really define the cheekbone. So I'm going to take this color, which is the color Suntan, and it's a bronzer, and I saw Young, Wild, and Polished. She like raves about this bronzer, so let's see what the hype is about, and I'm using one of their brushes. So I'm switching brushes because I feel like that Jouer one is a little too loose for bronzer. I feel like it's good for like an all-over face powder, but I like to bronze pretty heavily, so I'm using a Morphe E4 brush. You don't have to bronze up your face as much as I am, but I personally like a really bronzed face. I think this is one of my favorite products so far, aside from that olive eyeshadow that I put all over the lid. Let me zoom you guys out a little bit. Okay. I'm really feeling this bronzer. I feel like I need a little bronzing because my skin was just a little too light. I feel like it looks very natural, like I really got a tan on vacation. Now we're going to add some rosiness to my face. I'm going to use this blush, which is perfect for this because it's called Rose. And it's a nice dusty rose color, and I'm using a Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball brush from IT Cosmetics. Tapping off any excess because I don't know if this is going to be pigmented. It is pretty pigmented, but I feel like I'm looking a little muddy now that I'm looking at it. I think I brought the color too much onto the apples of my cheeks because I feel like I look like a cartoon character that just passed gas. Or like is super embarrassed. I'm just gonna keep going. We're gonna go with the flow. I've used these Jouer highlights, the cream highlights before, so I know I love those, but I'm going to use this luminizing liquid highlighter first. And this one's called Golden Light. I normally don't like putting liquids on top of powders, but I already powdered my face, and sometimes liquids don't look that bad on top of powders, like depending on the formula. I'm really feeling this because it's not getting cakey. Some liquid highlights get really weird and crepey when you put them on top of powders. Now we're gonna add some more highlight. I'm gonna use the shades Tiare, I don't know how to say that, and Camellia. Don't judge me, but I have two of the same highlight. These are both in the shade Tiare, don't know how to say that. And then Camellia, which is a nice pearlescent white shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these so you guys can see. Tiare is a nice golden shade, and then this one is Camellia, which I've heard a lot of good things about. I actually haven't tried that one, and it's a nice pearlescent white shade. Reminds me a lot of Pearl from Becca. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of both. So I mixed them on my finger, and let's see what we got. Oh, that's what we got. So I don't have a Jouer powder highlight, but I do have the new Hourglass strobe powders. So I posted these on Instagram, and I did like a quick one finger swatch on one, and it was this one. It's called Euphoric, and this is their strobe light lighting powder, and these are brand new. Oh my lord. Nothing compares to these Hourglass powders. Like, all of their ambient powders are just so unique. You'd have to actually see most of the Hourglass powders in person to get the hype, but with these I feel like you could obviously see it on camera because they're actual strobing powders. Their other powders are not strobe powders, they're just regular powders, so a lot of people rave about them, but on camera you can't really see the magic. So I'm using the other shade, which is called Brilliant, on my nosy. I am going to contour my nose just because I'm addicted to that, and I'm using Illamasqua Heroine and a Luxie Eye Shading 213 brush. I'm just going to give myself a little contour. I feel like you have to do the Carly Bybel face when you're contouring your nose. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that bronzer, that suntan bronzer, right underneath my eyes. I feel like you can never go back to just having like nothing underneath your eyes. Like, you have to do something. I don't have a Jouer mascara. I don't have a lot of Jouer products. I feel like my allergies just kicked in. I hate having to sneeze when I'm doing my lower lash or just mascara in general, because you're like, please, 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 don't do it. Don't do it. I heard that if you feel like you have to sneeze and you say cucumber, it goes away. Okay, so I'm running low on my Tatcha spray, and I'm very upset about that because this is my second bottle. And this stuff is very expensive. I feel like nothing compares to it though, so I will be repurchasing it for sure. I'm gonna do some Fix Plus because I'm very dry today. Can you guys hear that? It's a built-in fan in my vanity mirror. So it's called the Fanity, and it's so awesome because I get so hot. I don't know if it's the lights or just because I always get hot really fast, but I love this because it just gives me enough breeze where I'm not like cold, but I'm not hot. It's perfect. My flips stayed from when I did my hair like 2 days ago, which is very surprising. So Jouer sent me some lipsticks, and some of them are personalized. This one has my name on it. It says Rose. This one says Rosita. And then this one says Jouer Girl. Hashtag Jouer Girl. I thought that was really cool. I see like reds, and I already wore a red lip in my last video. There's like this pink color. I'm kind of scared, but I'm gonna try this one. This one's called Whitney, and it's a pink. By dabbing a lipstick on, you get like minimal color. Okay, that's really weird. I'm not really feeling that lip color at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with Sis from MAC. Okay, third lip product. Let's do this. Lip gloss in the color Divine by Jouer. Okay, this is it. This is good. I feel like I'm a little too dewy, so I'm just mattifying a little bit. And like around here. Okay, I think we're done. I'm never done actually. Every time I say I'm done, I'm not done. Just gonna apply a little bit more green. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of this ethereal lip gloss because it's so pretty. It's like a glittery color, and you guys know I don't do glitter on my lips, but I probably should align my lips. We're just gonna try lining my lips a little bit, just a little bit. I'm gonna apply a little bit of their kitten liner. Forgot I had this right in front of my lashes so that they don't look as obvious. I feel like this look would be perfect for the office or any job because it doesn't have liquid liner, so it doesn't look too dramatic, but you could add some liquid liner, let's say you're going out after work or after school. So I feel like you could transform this with like more dramatic lashes or a little bit of liquid liner, like a cat eye wing, and that would definitely transform the look to a more nighttime glam look. And although glossy lips don't last as long as matte lips, I think it's just a lot girlier, a lot more daytime appropriate, a lot more like office appropriate. Your lips just look healthier, juicier, and more plump when they're glossy, so I went with a glossy lip. I feel like my must-have Jouer product is the Lip Enhancing Lip Balm. I use it every single time I do my makeup. I love that stuff. Seriously, I'm so addicted to it. And then I really liked the bronzer in the color Suntan. I really liked the eyeshadow and the eyeshadow sticks. The olive shade that I used is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to use the other ones. I already owned the cream highlight, so I know I really like that. I feel like bright pinks are really hard for me to like, so I wasn't really feeling that lipstick because it just wasn't my shade. I feel like pink lipsticks like this don't look good on me. I feel like they make me look a lot older. I did end up liking their lip glosses. I'll have all of the information down below, all of the products I used and the shades that I used. The brushes are also super convenient to travel with, so I really liked those. You guys always request colorful makeup, but a lot of you guys also request daytime, office appropriate, school appropriate makeup, like interview appropriate makeup, and I think olive is a really nice way to play with color but still look daytime appropriate. Chit Chat Get Ready With Me videos are really hard to film because you're trying to see if you're in focus by looking at the viewfinder. You're trying to apply products, but you're also trying to like talk. I know a lot of people like Chit Chat Get Ready With Me, so I can definitely practice and try to improve and talk more about like my life or like what's going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!